Did Patty Jenkins see Gal Gadot as a Gal Gadot? I'm DJ Wooldridge, and this is Screen Junkies News. In an interview with Playboy, which we all read for the interviews, Wonder Woman director Patty Jenkins let it slip that powerhouse actress Gal Gadot would not have been her choice for the Princess of Themyscira. Quote, I remember when I read in the news that Wonder Woman had been cast, and my heart sank. I'd been talking to the studio for so long about doing it, and I was like, well, that's that. I'm sure we wouldn't have made the same choice. And then I started paying attention to her and watching her and looking at her, and it was just unbelievable. She went on to call Gadot's casting as a, quote, magical gift to me. It was also a magical gift to any Warner Brothers exec who loves money. Let's get into it with Danielle Radford. Hi, Danielle.
Oh, hello.
So,
hi, bud.
I did not expect this news.
Yeah, I didn't either. I totally didn't expect this.
But it makes sense. So she'd been talking to the studio for a while. She had a plan. She had a vision in her brain of who she thought Wonder Woman would be.
Yeah.
And this unknown comes out from nowhere. And she's like, well, I guess they made their decision. They made their call. So Patty Jenkins also said, frankly, I think they did a better job than I could have because I don't know that I would have scoured the earth as hard to find her. I don't know that I would have looked internationally. I would have just looked at an American girl.
Yeah.
So she's back on board.
Yeah, she's completely on board. She's super in love with it. She basically has said, like, no, Gal Gadot is Wonder Woman. Like, they have the same heart. Yeah. They have the same, the same sense of, like, right and wrong. Like, she's perfect.
Now, I'm inclined to agree with her on that because I love the movie. But if we, in an imaginary world where she did the casting and she cast an American girl, what American girl do you think would be a good American girl for the American role of Wonder Woman?
Well, I know that I'm, like, one of the few who probably thinks this. There was a while when I thought that Anne Hathaway would have made a really, really good Wonder Woman before, I think, pre-Catwoman.
Okay. I liked her as Catwoman.
I did. I liked her as Catwoman as well. And I think I like her so much as Catwoman that it would be obviously weird now for her to be Wonder Woman. But for a while, that was kind of who I was going with. She's got the depth. We know that she can do enough of the physical stuff before they got to get that over to a stunt lady. Yeah. So, I would have thought that she would have been a really good one. I think it's important
with these roles that typically you should go with somebody that can do the acting first.
Right.
Because you can have your stunt coordinator train them. You can have them go to the gym. Right. But the acting...
That's got to be important. Well, it's like when they were talking about Gina Carano, and a lot of people on the internet were a huge fan of her possibly being cast.
She can kick everybody's butt.
Because she can kick everybody's butt. And she was great in Deadpool. Uh-huh. She was awesome in Deadpool. I don't know that I would have been as hot about her as Wonder Woman, just because there is like so much there. But it still could have been fun. Who knows?
So they've also, for me, my go-to, who I always thought would be a great Wonder Woman, is Jessica Chastain. Ooh. Because she's got a presence. She's very regal.
I can see that.
Like, if she tells you what to do, you're going to do it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But there have also been a few other names with attempts of Wonder Woman circulating around. There was a lot of talk of Sandra Bullock.
Yeah, back in the day. I remember that when Sandra Bullock was like, I want to be Wonder Woman.
I'm down for that.
There was a time when Sandra Bullock ruled the world. I know some of you younger people don't believe us, but Sandra Bullock ruled the world.
It happened. We also have Charisma Carpenter, from I know her from Angel.
I know, Buffy and Angel, and a really, really awesome run of Veronica Mars. Yep. Lucy Lawless was one that was around, where she was basically Wonder Woman.
She was Xena.
She was Wonder Woman in a brown outfit. Although I still would have watched the crap out of that, because that's my favorite show.
Sarah Michelle Gellar, which I do not see, if I'm being honest with you.
Yeah, I think there was a moment where Joss Whedon was I don't know how attached he was, or if he was rumored to be attached. And so at the time, he was like, well, I'm going to stick with my girl, because I know my girl can do this. He was also talking about Christina Hendricks. That was one that had been kind of circulating around.
She showed up on Serenity Firefly.
Yeah, she was on Firefly. That was the first time that we saw her, when she was on Firefly, when she was Sapphire, and she was fantastic.
So, but now we know that Zack Snyder was instrumental in casting Gal Gadot. He did a great job with this. Does that make us feel better about some of the actors that we really haven't gotten a good taste of yet? Like Jason Momoa as Aquaman, Ezra Miller as The Flash, and Ray Fisher as Cyborg.
Those are all, Jason, when you see all of the stuff that's come out of him as Aquaman, I am like, yes. I'm even down for the broier moments. Bro awesome Aquaman. I'm super into it. Ezra Miller, I know he's a really charming kid, so I'm extra interested to see. The one that Ray Fisher is the one I think I know the least amount about.
He's very unknown.
Right, but if they can pluck out a Gal Gadot and have that work as well, then I gotta say that gives me renewed confidence that Ray Miller is also going to be able to nail it.
I think with characters that are as iconic as these characters, you can get away with unknowns because the strength of the character helps carry it.
Absolutely. Plus, let someone make a star.
Exactly.
Let that be their character.
Also a little bit cheaper if they're not already an established star. But
a little bit more the second movie, but
something I think Snyder has always done a really good job of in all of his movies is casting. I think Watchmen is really well cast. 300. I just think he's on point with his casting. So I'm very excited about Justice League. We would like to know in the comments down below what you guys would think of an American Wonder Woman, who you would cast. So go down there, click here for more videos. Tweet us at SJ News and make sure to subscribe to SJ News. Thank you for joining us.